Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts, doing something a little bit different today. I've never really done it in this kind of format, in terms of this kind of video, because I've done reactions, of course, to music over the years on the channel. I've reacted to full albums, but they've always been separated out in terms of the songs. We're going to try this out. We're going to test this to see if I can actually do this. Who knows? This video may not be able to go up. Who knows? But today we have the new Whitechapel album that dropped, Hymns in Dissonance. And what I've heard, I've only heard the one song, which is a Viseral Retch, but I can't even talk today. Sorry, it's been a long day. That's the one song that I've heard. I haven't heard any of the other songs that came out. I think it was like another single or two. I've not heard them. I've only heard a Viseral Retch, which we'll hear in the order of the album here again. And we're just going to get into it. I'll be pausing after each song, giving my quick thoughts, and then we're going to dive into the next one. And let's get to this record because I am excited. Whitechapel, I feel like, has returned in a way to their kind of earlier era, if you will, with the heaviness, and they're just going fucking crazy with it. And Phil has says, I want to go back to the heavy shit. And look, they've been putting out great music, I think, in my opinion, throughout their career. But they definitely have changed their style a little bit over the last couple of records. So now it's back to the crazy hecticness. And they've even said in the description that this is a thematic successor to This Is Exile, which a lot of people consider their best album. So anyways, let's dive into it with the start of the album here, Prisoner 666. Anyways, recording, making sure, all right, make sure things get on here on my end. All right, let's do it. Sounds familiar. That sounds like another Whitechapel song. You can feel the build up. God. That is fucking heavy, man. I bear the number 666. Ooh. That riff, man. Yeah. Last beats. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just the blast beats, man. Just non-stop blast beats. Why not? That change. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Wow, Phil. That was a long hold. Holy shit. Alright, alright. A lot going on in this song. Okay, that's leading into, okay, that makes kind of sense. It's leading into hymns. Okay, real fast. Prisoner 666, great start, insane solo. Love all there's changes. There's so many changes in the song. There's so much going on in this song, and that's what I kind of felt like with the Viseral Retch. Like, there's a lot of things happening in that song, and I was kind of hoping that's gonna be kind of the pattern for this album, because I love just them adding a lot of insane shit into a song. And I love Phil's vocals in this. It's so fucking great. And the way he held out that scream at that last 6, it was so good. It just kept holding it. Anyways, awesome start to the record. Let's continue. I believe this is the second single, I think. I've not heard it. Riff reminds me of something from one of their past albums. Damn. Like that lead work there. Oh shit. God, a lot of lows. I mean, not surprised. nice. A lot of blast beats. Not complaining. Like the descent of it, like
Father, we've come to devour the eyes of
God, dude. Dude. This whole section. Ugh. Okay. Wow. I think it's fair to say that that was fucking bonkers as hell. I believe that was the second single. That whole ending section was insane. Yeah, I think that ending section definitely saved the song. I really enjoyed it, but I think Prisoner 666, I think, is overall a better track than that so far. But that ending to Hymns, ooh. Like, I wasn't sure what the hell was happening there, but my God. Father, we've come to eat the eyes of God, or whatever he, like, I think it said eyes of God, like, and then just like the back and forth with the lows and the high screams, like just the back and forth, like, wow, cool shit. All right, Diabolic Slumber, what a title. All right, so far kicking ass. I like that pattern. I like that pattern of chords there. I like that guitar back. Alright. The mouth of hell is open. Or whatever. Interesting pause there. Wasn't expecting it. I'm not sure about this one so far. I'm enjoying it, but it's a nice harmony. So far, it's my least favorite track of the record so far. I've only heard, like, obviously this is the fourth song I've heard from the whole record, but still. It's decent, though, but...
Fuck them all, let them all
Okay, Phil. Alright, right before. So, of course, Viseral Retch, of course, that was the first song. Of course, it was the first song off the record. So far, Diabolic Slumber to me is the weakest song on the record. It's not a bad song. Got some decent stuff in it. Like right after I said, I think it's the weakest song so far. It's still good, but And then fuck them all. Like Phil just came in, like, okay, alright, Phil. So yeah, so far, pretty damn good overall. We'll see what happens after Viseral Retch. We're going to, of course, listen to Viseral Retch again because we're going through the album as it's intended in terms of its order. So, of course, Viseral Retch heard this song quite a few times, and it's a very damn good track. And then after that, we'll get into the rest of the album, which I've not heard, obviously. So, Viseral Retch, and then we'll continue forward. This is brand new. Kidding. I think this is a good introduction. After what I've heard so far, this is a good introduction to this album. Was this song first being released? He holds it too. That riff. So good. No, I mean, nice. Love that. Alright, here we go. This part, man. I love this part here. Come on. wait for the part. Alright, let's do it. I love that. It's so good. Yes. Viseral Retch, of course, fucking kills. Yeah, that's a fantastic track. And I think it is the perfect, what I've heard so far, that's the perfect way to, that was like the perfect song to introduce the world to the new record and the direction that Whitechapel is going in for this new record for sure. All right, so continuing forward, Ex Infernis, I pronounce that. Anyways, it's over a little minute, so I guess it's like a little break in the middle of all the chaos. I don't know. It's like literally right in the middle of it, so we'll see. Yeah, it's usually a break or something. After it's Hate Cult Ritual, we'll just dive into that next. It's literally a break. It reminds me of Dune a little bit. Yeah, Dune. What if that's the inspiration? Or is this just a build up to Hate Cult Ritual? Don't know. It is. Okay, Jesus. That's good. That solo's good. Up those highs. Bass. still going. I love the guitar solos in this. Just add some more variety to it. Oh, shit. I like that pattern there. It's good. Okay. Alright, so this was a really good track, and yeah, Infernis, how you pronounce that, was definitely a lead-in to Hate Cult Ritual. Standouts, I love the vocal pattern and the lyrics that Phil was doing at the beginning, and it feels like that was the chorus as well. Really catchy, and it's very fast-paced, but it feels mighty. And the guitar solos. Like, the guitar solos were standing out. I love the guitar, like, lead sections really stood out. I think that was really cool. I just love that it's there because just to add more variety to these songs, because there's a lot going on in them, but having those lead parts and guitar solos and even harmonizing lead sections is really good, and I think it really just enhances certain sections. Really great track. Really, really good. Next is the Abysmal Gospel. That's a title. Wow. Okay. It reminds me of like a Black Sabbath riff, but obviously way fucking like heavier, like tuned down on guitar, but oh. But yeah, like, I could see this as like a Black Sabbath kind of riff. Okay, back to Blastberry. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wasn't expecting this after that really heavy, slow intro. Their chord riffs are really good. Lead part. Oh shit. This is good. I would love to have heard that section just as an instrumental part. Right to it. Okay, like the lead part here. Okay. Oh. I don't know. I was expecting the Abysmal Gospel to be more of a slower paced track. Well, obviously, Whitechapel, like, traditionally write slower paced songs. Sometimes they got in the slower range, but the opening, like, all right. Like, the opening's like, okay, maybe it's not gonna be a slower song, but like, okay, maybe we're gonna get some just slower, heavy shit. No, right back to the fast paced stuff. But at least that opening, like, first minute was kind of like a false tease, even though it got fast within that section too. But I just love the opening of just that heavy, slow pace. It was a nice switch up and change. So far, the album, I think, is pretty damn heavy. It's pretty aggressive. I'm enjoying all the tracks. I think Prisoner 666 and A Visceral Retch are the best songs that I've heard so far. Hymns of Dissonance, that fucking ending, holy shit. But yeah, overall, pretty damn good stuff so far. We got Bedlam next, and we have Mammoth God, and the final track, which is over 6 minutes. Nothing is coming for any of us. So yeah, let's continue on. Bedlam, track 8 out of 10. Here we go. Almost done. Crazy. Pause. That pattern on that riff. I like the pattern on the riff, but just the pattern they're going with. Well, that's catchy. harmony there a little bit. All right. Okay, another decent track. On the weaker side for me personally, but I still had a good time with it. There's no song that is like bad per se, but definitely on the weaker side, but still interesting. All right, and seeing it being under 3 minutes is all the other songs besides the kind of break, if you will, but it's kind of leading into Hate Cult or Ritual. The fact that it's under 4 minutes and it's like basically under 3.5, it made me go, but we'll see. Song length doesn't really mean anything about the quality of a song, with the fact that it's like pretty, like, you know, short compared to the rest of the album. It's the shortest song on the whole record besides the middle section part. You know, take her to leave it, but okay. Anyways, Mammoth God, getting close to the end. This, and then we'll have the finale, the wrap up. Liking the setup, the build up. Okay. I should have known Black Speech was coming. It's like a foregone conclusion at this point. Oh, the guitar part. Okay. Push up again. Oh, not that time. I don't feel it goes high. That riff. That's good. Oh, that's good. lead part, man. That pattern's good. Okay. I was going to say before even that part came in, this is definitely one of the better songs, but that definitely helped it. Wow. And the finale, the final song is up next. Nothing is coming for any of us. Mammoth God, before that ending section where the lead came in and then the harmonizing, I was already going to say it's definitely one of the better tracks, but that definitely even upped it even more. Mammoth God's great. I really enjoyed this track. Like, there's been some, good songs you guys have seen, I'll go through the ones that I like the most when we're at the end here, but we have the finale, as I say, the final track, track 10. Nothing is coming for any of us. Over 6 minutes. It's the longest song on the album. Let's dive in and let's see how they wrap up Hymns in Dissonance. Let's do it. All right. It's louder for some reason. It's like louder. Oh, no, what the hell, man? Wow. Yeah, then the vibe just slowed down on its own for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the song. It's kind of weird. I like how this looks so far to just back to fast. Like that. Oh, Phil. Okay.
Nothing is
That's how they're ending it. They're ending it epic. At least I think. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna get epic, I think. Come on. That is great. Okay, yeah, come on, guys. Yeah. This is a great way to end the album. And now, awesome. Okay. I thought I was going into something else for a second. Like something's going to come in at the last second or something. Okay. So that was Hymns in Dissonance by Whitechapel. Whitechapel. All right. So overall, I would say this is a pretty damn good album. I would say, with all things considered, I think the standout tracks is Prisoner 666 opening the record, Hymns in Dissonance, the title of the album, A Viseral Retch, obviously the first single off the album, Hate Cult Ritual, Mammoth God, and Nothing Is Coming for Any of Us. Now, here's the thing about the ending track, the final track, Nothing Is Coming for Any of Us. I think what made this song, at least in my opinion, one of the better songs I just listed is the back half, is the ending, the actual ending of the record, because the first half of the song is solid, but once we get that breaking point and then it leads into this epic kind of grand finale, wrapping up the album, and the guitar solo lead work, and there's like multiple guitar solos and a lot of great just leading sections kind of closing it out, that really to me enhanced and brought the song up. I think there's certain sections in this record for songs that definitely do that, because I think Hymns in Dissonance had that insane ending that I really enjoyed. Diabolic Slumber, it's decent. The Abysmal Gospel and Bedlam as well, pretty decent. There's no bad song on the album in my opinion. I think the one that I would say is my least favorite is I think Bedlam. I think Bedlam's my least favorite. Not saying it's terrible, but take it or leave it. But they were not kidding when Whitechapel said this is going to be a heavy record, because they succeeded in that. There's a lot of heaviness, a lot of blast beats, which that has happened in a lot of Whitechapel, records. So I'm not, like shocked. But I will say I feel like there was a lot of blast beats. Not saying that there's too many, but it's just like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of blast beats we're just getting here. But there's a lot of variation in the drumming, so not complaining. I will say, too, I wish the bass was a little bit higher in the mix. Like, it's hard at times to hear the bass. Like, there are certain sections I can hear it clearly or hear it in the mix. But other times, there's a lot going on with everything else, because, of course, they have 3 guitarists. So at times, it feels like the bass is being drowned out, or at least it's not standing out, and I can't really hear it too well. I'm not saying boost it all the way up to where I can't hear anything else, but you get what I'm saying. But overall, this delivered some heavy shit. And I think this will go down, at least in my opinion, as one of the better Whitechapel records overall, because they've had some great songs off of albums that are decent, solid, but I think in terms of the amount of good stuff here, I think this is going to be, at least I will see, with Whitechapel fans, one of the better albums that they've released. And I do believe this is, I don't know about, now saying it's a thematic successor to This Is Exile, 08's This Is Exile, that's a tall order, but I think they've succeeded in some aspects with that. I have to listen to the album a couple times, I would say, to really agree or disagree with that, because right now it's like a lot of this is fresh, like 9 tracks are fresh. I've never heard them for the first time until this video here. So I had to listen to the whole album again. And maybe my opinion will change on songs over time. I just will say, I think one thing that won't change, at least from my opinion, from what I know, is Visceral Retch is a great song to like lead and kind of introduce everybody to this new record. I think it was a smart choice to have that song out of anything else here to be the song that basically introduced everybody to what this new album was going to be. I think it was a great representation of the album. And the other thing that I think I know is going to be consistent is nothing is coming for any of us. That back half to close out the record is the best way to close the record, in my opinion. And I think that solo work and lead work really stood out in a big way. Like, it was some of the best lead and guitar work in terms of guitar solos on the record. And there were some great guitar solos. Phil sounded phenomenal as always. A lot of insane vocal things he's doing here and lyric patterns he's doing. He crushed it as expected. I wish there was a little bit more like high screams from him, because he does it so well. And a Visceral Retch, like that's the opening verse he does, and you're expecting, because he's consumed, and he's like holding that the opening, and then that like that fucking riff, so like heavy and slow, and just like it gets you in that mood of like, holy shit, like fucking Whitechapel is back. But then he dives into the verse with freaking screams, the high scream. I wish there was more of that in the record. I do. But he's really just channeling all of his range is what he's doing throughout the record. I just wish there was a little bit more screaming. But for what it is, Hymns and Dissonance crushes. It crushes. I know I'm sounding like I'm nitpicking a lot, but I am, because I have to be honest, because this is my kind of raw first reaction to 9 out of 10 tracks here, so this is where I stand on it. But yeah, Hymns and Dissonance, pretty damn good shit. What did you guys think of the record? What were some of the songs that stood out to you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.